All right, welcome back to Business Today. I'm with Leila Kula, right here in studio. We did a story with Leila 2 years ago. She was just retiring. In fact, when we were shooting that interview, you're just a month old post-retirement. You'd come to clear some things in the office, which is very critical. And now 2 years after, you're talking about business. You're saying the business has stabilized. I mean, having worked for the government, a lot of questions most of the times arises. First of all, are you guys getting your pension on time? Were you guys paid your money? And is that also a challenge for retirees as we speak?
I thank God, Noah. I'm not complaining. I was paid on time. I'm getting my monthly on time. And there's no really big problem. But I've talked to some of the colleagues who retired last year. They have not been paid their pension, and they have not even been paid their lump sum. So they are told they have to wait. So they're really going through a lot of tough times because some still had children in school, they had children in colleges, they have to buy food for their family, they have to take care of their families, and they do not have that money. So they're just keeping their fingers crossed that things will change, the economy will be good so that they get their payment. Okay. But as we speak, there are quite a number who are still not being paid their pension. Yes.
I see. There's this quote, Leila, that a salary is the bribe that your employer pays you to forget your dreams. I've been seeing it around, yeah? And essentially it's in the context of entrepreneurship and people starting their own businesses, especially young people. I know you've worked in the public sector for a very long time.
Yes, yes.
Then you transitioned into your own business. Yes. Weighing these two, if you're taken maybe back to your 20s and you're told you have an option of going into public sector or pursuing your passion and making business out of it, how will you balance the two?
Basically, okay, I thank God that we should thank God for the salary that we get from our employer. But at the same time, as young Turks, as you young people, even as you are employed, you should start thinking. You should realize that employment is not permanent. And there's time that you'll have to leave the employment. You could do it earlier, depending on how you have planned yourself, depending on how you think you're going to, to improve on your life. It's important that you start thinking of what you are going to do when you retire, how you're going to venture, how you're going to make extra income, because sometimes even the salary is not going to be enough. So even as you are working, try to work hard, try to think, try to get ideas and not just get satisfied and contented with the work situation. Things may change. You remember the COVID issue when COVID came, so many people lost their employment. They were not able to do anything because they have not been, programmed or sensitized on the fact that employment may end and you are required to survive. You're required to continue with your life. So for the young Turks, I'd advise that to start thinking of retirement immediately you get employed. Yes, and start working towards it. If it's a passion that you have, go for extra studies, go back. If it requires you to go back to school and get the necessary technical skills so that you are able to implement what you want to do.
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely. Now we are in that environment. You've just started a new financial year this month. The Finance Act taking effect. Of course, we've seen the issues to do with the courts, but a lot of changes around the policy environment. And I know you are working in your businesses in Machakos County. Yes. You talked about that transition. At the county level, yes. Do you feel it is easier for people to transition, and not only transition, and even start businesses while you're starting your eatery business? the county government, was it supportive? The issue of licenses, how did you go about that? Was it a challenge?
It was not a challenge as such, because okay, you are required to have the license before you embark on the business. There is the license from the county. It's not a difficult procedure. You just go pay money and then you get your license. So there's the license, and then there is the health. There's also, they call it the health certificate, which you have to pay for. So there's no challenge. It's just a matter of queuing and getting your license. So at the county level, I don't think there is a problem as such.
Okay.
Yes.
They've made it very conducive for you.
They've made it very conducive.
Wow.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
And, your friends, you said you spoke to some of your friends who've retired. Of course, those who retired recently, a little bit of challenges here and there regards to their pension. Those who you retired with, I mean, how are people doing that social aspect of things post-work? Because even here at work, I interact with my friends, we laugh. If that is taken away, then I have to look for also other places to plug in. How has that been, this psyche and the psychological space in retirement?
Okay, from the ones that I'm aware of, they have been okay. When I talk to them, to me they seem like everything is okay. But from other quarters, people who know them from another angle, they have a different story. Because they tell me that some of them they're doing nothing. They're just at home, just waiting for that pension. Some of them, in fact, I was hearing of one who had got into depression because they're not able to. They're not going to work, and they're idle. They're not doing anything at home. So it has really become a challenge to them in this during their retirement. So I also find it difficult. I don't know what to tell them since they have not come out to talk to me.
But how do they combat that? Because I know one of the ways you can see a specialist if you feel depressed, or you can place activities as you have done to keep yourself busy. You're in business, you're traveling, being intentional about the spaces.
Yes, and in fact that's why actually in most of my status I some sort of want to encourage people that retirement is not just about sitting at home. I mean, life has to continue after retirement. You have to engage yourself. You have to make a conscious effort to socialize, get involved in community activities. Open your ears and eyes. See what you can do, what can keep you busy.
Yes. Because
surely, if you look for something to do, you're not going to miss something that you're going to do that is going to keep you busy. So they can also do they can travel, join a club. Just try to keep yourself busy. Like I joined the choir. I have not sung for so many years.
Ah.
Yes. And so
what voice do you sing?
Alto.
Alto. It's amazing.
Yes. And try to look for what to do. Even if you're like, now that I have the business, I just don't concentrate on the business. Yes.
Yes.
I told you also, I'm also combining the farming. I'm also doing outside catering.
Okay.
I volunteer.
Yes.
In functions, to cook in functions.
Okay.
I volunteer to, even to help. There's some young ladies where I'm staying. I'm teaching them how to cook. So that takes up quite some of my time.
Okay.
I've decided at least every day when I wake up, I decide that I'm going to do something.
Okay.
Yes, giving back to society, teaching these young girls. And basically, you just decide that you have to do something.
Okay.
Yes, or else depression will come in very fast.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow, that's incredible. And as we finish up, this is because my director tells me your time is up. Looking forward, you've you've been through it all, and you've started a new journey of entrepreneurship.
Yes.
What's the biggest lesson business has taught you that you didn't learn in the previous 30, 40 years that you've been in employment?
What business has taught me is, okay, business is not easy. Okay? And business is not, okay, you in the way, in the sense that, okay, you may say now that you have business, now you have, like, you are retired, you're free, but in business you have to work hard. Hard work, let me say, you have to be, to work hard, you have to be resilient and never give up. And for every thing that you want to do, the first step opens doors for other opportunities.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Hard work.
Hard work.
Wow.
Yes.
It's incredible. Leila, I mean, it's good to talk to you.
Yes.
2 years down the line.
Yes.
Because as I said, I see your statuses. Thank you for updating us and challenging us to travel, even,
Yes.
not just to be engulfed with work. But I really appreciate you making time to come to talk to us.
Thank you.
Oh, that's incredible. Wow.
Thank you.
So Leila Kula, that's her journey, and this just, I think, an encouragement to us, even as we pursue here in our micro, small, and medium-sized businesses. And sometimes you're not thinking way ahead. It's good also to think. There'll come a time, maybe you want to stop to do something, you retire from something, and you want to transition to something else. Those are the lessons. But bottom line, she says, hard work. That one is unnegotiable. Hard work in everything, in business even more. Well, that's the story of retiring into business. Now we move on swiftly into something different.